First off, people feel that there should be no government regulation on food because the regulations and rules that are passed are unrealistic and confusing. Like how in the original guidelines, one of the main goals states that they wanted to increase carbohydrates and reduce fat consumption. Initiating this combination, however, is shown to have the opposite effect, as research has documented that this will just add excess weight. People feel that they do not want rules if the rules don't even make sense. The guidelines are also pointed out by people as unrealistic and that they're not going to always work. Since the discovery of the unhealthy effects of trans fats, the government has tried everything to ban them and remove a large amount from the food we eat today. Yet, this is just an act of trying to correct their own mistakes. In the past, the FDA encouraged trans fat because it was a safer alternative to animal fats, which seemed to have health effects. So, trans fat was widely used in several products like deep-fried food, margarine, frosting, microwave popcorn, and other daily products. It wasn't until the 1990s when a concern was put down after trans fat showed to risk you for coronary heart disease and was even more dangerous than animal fats. People do not want to follow rules if the rules are wrong and have the opposite effect of a healthy lifestyle. And speaking of a healthy lifestyle, that's exactly what people say you should have. People believe that you can do this without government guidance, and food companies can willingly make their food healthier without any restrictions or bans. In 2013, food companies willingly complied to an AVEMA partnership which's main goal was to sell fewer calories and reduce package sizing. According to the study done by the Robert Wood Foundation, the company sold 6.4 trillion calories less that year. If food companies could reduce calories at that same pace, Americans could weigh 3.5 pounds less. This shows that food companies do have the capability to help fight obesity without government regulation, as people say. Studies have also shown that not exercising is a main factor in the obesity epidemic. Researchers at Stanford University examined 22 years of data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, which included results from surveys and physical exams. It was found that while the rates of obesity went up during that time period, the amount of calories did not, and the amount of exercise plunged greatly. People say that this shows that the problem we have to focus on is not food but physical activity, and we don't need government regulation if we can fix it ourselves. Lastly, people feel that regulation is not necessary because there has been no significant improvement shown with the guidelines that are in effect. The obesity epidemic is still growing and the numbers of obese children and adults are going up. In 2015, the number of obesity exceeds 35% of adults in 3 states and 30% of adults in 22 states. People feel that the number will keep going up and any more restrictions are not going to work. When Health and Human Services Secretary was asked if the dietary guidelines had failed, he stated that America's waistlines would have been greater without the guidelines, an opinion that had no facts to back it up. People say that this shows that the government guidelines are a nutritional experiment that has failed and there is no need to continue them. Of course, though, people also support the government regulation of food and that there is a need to continue them.